listen. Your ego is not stupid. It is a bodyguard that strangles. It whispers safety. It steals ours. You call it procrastination. It calls it protection. Today we cut the rope. 5 mind tricks, each under a minute. No pep talk, no mercy. Name the demon. Trip the switch. Hijack the reward. Lock the breath. Summon your future ghost. This will feel wrong. Good. That is the tell. What you are about to hear will change how you move today. If you can stand the first cut, the enemy wears your face. It smiles, it nods, it delays. Here are the traps perfection stall. When it is flawless, I begin. A whole week gone. Nothing built. Research loops. One more source. One more angle. A maze with no center. Drama detours. Start a fire. Spend the day putting it out. Call it urgent. Call it noble. It is escape. Tiny errands that feel like progress. Polish. Rearrange. Rename files. Sacred busyness. But zero momentum. The hidden contract whispers, stay small and you will be safe. Keep the old name and the tribe will keep you. Do not move. Do not molt. Do not become. Your nervous system agrees. In fact, it loves these traps. They make it feel safe. Uncertainty spikes the alarm. The body freezes or flares. Then the story arrives to justify the stall. Culture sponsors the trance. Comfort sold as wisdom. Caution painted as virtue. Distraction crowned as duty. This is not stupidity. This is armor that calcified. The price is years. But the trap is older than you. And the kill switch is simple. What you are about to hear will feel wrong. Good. That means the spell is cracking. Old magicians had a rule. Name the spirit to weaken it. Bind it with a sign and a line. Modern labs rhyme with that wisdom. When you label a feeling out loud, the limbic surge drops. Affect labeling cools the fire enough to move. Breath was a priestly tool. It is also a nervous system switch. About 6 slow breaths each minute. Heart rate steadies. Attention returns. The noise floor falls. Habits look mystical from outside. Inside, they are loops the body loves. Cue, routine, reward. The basal ganglia runs whatever script is loaded. Preload a script, and it fires under stress. Psychology wrote simple if-then lines. If I hesitate, then I type 10 words. The brain treats this like a set trigger. Decision moves into motion without debate. Memory is not a museum. It is wet clay. After a small state shift, there is a brief window where action rewrites the story. Jung called the hijackers complexes. Small gods with your face, Parts work calls them protectors that break too hard. You do not wage war. You negotiate and set limits. Now the clarity you wanted. Small first moves work because they lower uncertainty. Lower uncertainty means less alarm. Less alarm means the gate opens for action. Action inside that window creates a fresh memory. Reward the act and the loop starts to favor movement. That is why we keep the first step tiny. It slips under the guard. It earns a clean prediction error. It teaches your system that motion is safe. Hebbian law still rules the temple. Repeat a stall and you build a shrine to it. Repeat a cut and you lay a road. The pattern is ancient. The switches are simple. Next we turn them in your hands. Ego sabotage is a loop, not a mystery. Uncertainty rises. The body rings the bell. Inside, the salience network lights. Insula and anterior cingulate. Attention snaps to threat. Breath shortens. Muscles brace. Two defaults appear. Freeze. You stall and think. The default mode network paints a tomorrow where you will start later. And do it flawlessly. The clock bleeds out. Flare. You rush into low-risk busy work. Emails, errands, fresh microdramas. It feels like motion. It is escape. Then the story arrives to make it noble. I am preparing. I am tired. I will begin when I feel ready. The body already chose. The mind writes the caption. Identity pressure tightens the knot. Change risks status and tribe. It threatens the name you know. The brain reads that social risk as pain. Better the known cage than the unknown door. Time warps. Now takes the vote over later. A cheap reward beats a distant life. Relief wins. Progress loses. None of this is evil. It is a guard set too high. The knob is wrong. We touch the knob. First, lower the alarm. Slow breathing. Panoramic gaze. Heart steadies. Threat drops enough to move. Name the surge. Say it clean. I feel the stall. Language pulls heat from the limbic fire. Remove debate. Preload a script. If I hesitate, then I type 10 words. The motor plan takes the wheel. Make the first step tiny and concrete. You slip under the guard. You create a small surprise that feels safe. Prediction error flips to your side. Pay the brain. A micro reward after the first bite. The striatum learns to crave movement. Chain the steps, small to bigger. Keep the window short. 30 seconds is plenty. Here is the compression that bends the demon. Shift state before you tell the story. Load the script before you test willpower. Take the step before you search for meaning. Deliver the reward before doubt reloads. What comes next will feel strange. Good. That feeling is the loop losing its grip. You are not broken. You are defended. The thing you call ego is a safety demon. It guards the mask you have worn the longest. It is loyal. It is outdated. Do not try to kill it. command it. You are the operator. You draw the circle. You set the rules. The demon becomes a sentinel when you give it a post. Here is the turn that matters. We stop arguing with feelings. We speak them. We shift state before we choose. We pre-write the first motion. Then we let action teach the nervous system what is safe. This is ritual as code. Simple lines that run inside the body. 5 keys. Name and bind. Tripwire If-Then. Reward Hijack. Breath and gaze lock. Summon the future ghost. Each key does one job. Naming drops heat from the surge. If-Then removes courtroom drama. Reward puts the payout on the first inch. Breath and gaze lower the alarm that blocks the door. The future ghost pulls value from tomorrow into the room. But here is the part your ego will hide. You do not need courage for the whole path. You need authority for the first step. The first step flips the system. Think of it like switching trains. Same tracks at first. New destination after the junction. What you are about to do will feel wrong to the old identity. Good. That feeling is the latch coming loose. In a moment, we run the sequence together. Short, precise. 30 seconds to bend the loop. We run a 30-second mind trick. Open the project you have been dodging. Aim for one line. Not perfect. Present. Ready. Name and bind. Say it out loud. Saboteur, I see you. You guard me. I lead. Touch your index knuckle as a seal. Set your breath and gaze. Soften the eyes. See the whole room. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Do that twice. Feel the floor under your feet. Load the tripwire. Say this. If I hesitate, I type 10 throwaway words. No debate. Ugly words count. Switch the payout. Start a 20-second timer. Promise a token after the first move. A sip of coffee. 1 square of chocolate. 1 stretch. Nothing until the move. Call the future ghost. Touch your token. Say this. I act for the one I become. Place your fingers on the keys. Go. Type 10 words about the task. Now stop. Take the token. Notice what just happened. Your body moved while the story tried to reload. That small motion created a clean surprise. The guard blinked. The loop bent. What you felt as wrong was the latch coming loose. Repeat this once more in the next minute. Then return here. What you are about to practice for 7 days will change how your story forms around action. Now the chorus arrives. Honeyed voices, ancient arguments. They borrow your tongue. Simplicity is an insult, they say, but simplicity is a blade. It cuts where complexity flatters and fails. This feels fake, yet the body runs on symbols. Word and gesture are the switches under the skin. Placebo, they sneer. Expectation is leverage. aim it. Turn the wheel, call for willpower. Willpower holds trials. Protocols pull levers. Name real danger. We bow to it. We shrink the step until it is safe. Then we move. You failed before. Good. That is how roads appear. Stone by repeated foot. No time. You have the space between two breaths. Name. Breathe. Act, reward. This is not me. Identity is a habit wearing a name. Train it like a hand. Will it always work? Nothing alive is constant. This is reliable enough to build with. You must believe first. Number. You must run the sequence. Results do the preaching. Here is the part they rarely tell you. Doubt is not your enemy. Delay is. Move while doubt speaks. Watch its volume drop as the body writes a new line of reality. 5 moves. 1 sequence. 30 seconds to bend the loop. Number 1. Name and bind. Speak the protector into daylight. Touch the knuckle. Authority returns. Number 2. Tripwire If-Then. Preload a single motion. Hesitation meets a loaded command. Number 3. Reward. Hijack. Pay the first inch. Train the striatum to crave movement. Number 4. Breath and gaze. Lock. Slow the rhythm. Widen the view. Lower the alarm so the door can open. Number 5. Summon the future ghost. Touch the token. Call the one you become. Pull value from tomorrow into now. Compression you can carry. Name. Breathe. If-then. Offer. Become. Use it on anything that matters. Writing, training, calls, code. When the stall surges, run the 5. Move first, meaning follows. Repeat this for 7 days. Watch your story rewrite around action. What you practice now will change how you move through your life. Bring the ego back into the circle. Not as an enemy. As a sentinel with a post, say it clean. You guard. I lead. The mask you wore kept you alive. Honor it. Then set it to watch the door while you walk through it. Run the sequence once more. Name. Breathe. If-then. Offer. Become pick the smallest task on your table. Open it now. Type 10 ordinary words. Take the token. Feel the click. That is the ego changing jobs. For 7 days, bind the demon at the start of the day. Give it a line to guard. Give yourself a line to build. You are not a mood. You are not the old defense script. You are the operator. If this moved something, leave a mark. Type bound in the comments. Tell me which of the 5 cut deepest. Subscribe if you choose the harder road. Join the ones who bind the demon and build. Next, we weaponize focus and starve distraction at the root. The ward goes up. The work goes in. The story changes. If this video shifted something in your mind, you're ready for the next level. Download my free ritual guide in the description. No catch, just pure psychological alchemy you can use tonight. If you want to go deeper, hit the initiation playlist. It's your step-by-step journey into breaking unconscious patterns and mastering your own mind. Both links are waiting below. Your transformation starts now. Until next time.